Ich habe mich in das Thema hineingelesen und habe einige Gutachten gelesen und versucht, sie zu verstehen, auch Gutachten, die die EASA in Auftrag gegeben hat. Und in meinem laienhaften Wirtschaftsjournalistenverstand ist angenommen, dass die Gutachten ziemlich konkrete Forderungen erhoben haben und dass die EASA an vielen Punkten das so nicht sehen wollte. Und das hat mich gewundert. Habe ich mich getäuscht, Herr Dr. Spencer, oder ist das so? Werden die Wissenschaftler hin und wieder zur Seite geschoben?
I think my problem with the way EASA has gone about things is that they've had a great number of meetings. I think they were meeting every month or so throughout a considerable period of a year or more. And these meetings involved the operators and representatives of the pilots. In one of the meetings, scientists were asked to take part, just one, and they took our information, and some of you may have read the reports that we produced, but they didn't invite us back, and so they were able to interpret this information in the way that suited them, and in some cases they have misinterpreted quite badly some of the results, but they never came back to ask us. We could easily have explained what the situation was. So I feel that EASA has, by the way it's proceeded, has given the science a fairly low level of importance compared with the input from the industry, from both sides of industry, in fact. Mm-hmm. But the main issue, or I think a more important issue in terms of if we're looking at risk, is what happens in the landing phase. And this is, I think, where decisions have to be made quite quickly in some circumstances. And I think you can have pilots who are really, really fatigued on their last legs, but still are able to land the aircraft under normal conditions. What happens, though, when there's difficult weather conditions, whether there's an issue about the wind on landing, what stage do you abort the landing, this sort of thing, where a decision has to be made very quickly, and that's quite a different thing. It's very unlikely that pilots, no matter how tired, will fall asleep during a critical phase like that, but they're very likely to make a critical error, and I think this is where the risk occurs. We don't, at the moment, see very many accidents, very fortunately, due to fatigue, and I hope that remains the case. And one of the reasons we don't is it's the interaction of fatigue with some critical event, and often it's the critical event that's stated to be the cause of the accident, where in fact it's also the pilots not being able to react, not being able to make the right judgment in that situation.